One of the reasons for being here today to launch the IH21 countertop induction hob. So this will be our first foray into induction cooking, and we intend to follow that up by introducing modules like this into our Opus 700 range and also into Silverlink 600, but this is the start point.
What sort of reaction have you had from delegates today?
It's been very positive. I think both in terms of induction generally, I think it's come of age, you might say, that people regard it now as a proper cooking method in that respect. And I think people have really been waiting for Lincat to enter the market. It's expected of a company of our size and with the type of product range that we have. So we've got a good feeling about it, yeah. Some of our chain accounts in particular have been asking for induction, whereas we may supply every piece of cooking equipment into a chain account. We can't supply induction at the moment, so that's in a sense a captive market for us.
Charvet has been into induction now for about the last 10 to 12 years, but in particular the last 4 years it's really started to move. Every single design I do when I go out to meet a chef or a chef patron or a manager or an owner, induction is always discussed. It's not always implemented, but it's always discussed, bar none. The main drive currently is about cost savings. I'll be happier when I see the main drive being cost savings plus less extraction requirements, comfortable environment for chefs to work in. That's very important. Easy, clean, safety. All too often it's on price. Okay, this is our 900 series induction range with an oven as well, purpose-built into one suite. There's very few companies can actually manufacture an oven underneath the inductions, but as you can see we can. On the top we've got 4 × 5 kilowatt 3-phase electric induction plates. Our glass plates are 6 mil thick, so very strong, very robust, with an electric oven to the side, a straight European GN21.
We've been supplying induction equipment for just over 10 years now in the UK. We started with 2 hobs, 2 countertop hobs, and now we have a range of about 15 units which encompass countertops, drop-ins, both flat top and woks.
Are you able to just tell us the equipment that you've got here today?
Certainly. Chef is with us today. We have a countertop induction wok. It's 2.5 kilowatts of output power. It plugs into a 13 amp supply. And as you can see, it allows us to prepare quite a wide range of stir-fry type of opportunities. In addition to that, we have a drop-in of two 3.5 kilowatt rings, which you find in a banqueting suite, for example, in the kitchen. These can be made in a multiple of these, but on this particular one we have a stock pot of rice and a chicken stew. So we've been preparing for the delegates a little dish of either stir-fry prawns or a chicken.
In the morning when you come down with the chafing dishes all lined up. Now on this, if you imagine a granite counter, we've got the induction unit mounted underneath, screwed up underneath, and we've got 2 technologies. We're using induction to come through the counter to heat the dish, and then we've got RFID technology, so the chip on your credit card is built into this magneto along with a thermometer, and the thermometer is taking the temperature of the base of the chafing dish, and we will be within a couple of degrees of the set temperature. So we're holding the food a lot longer, keeping it a lot hotter than you can get with a gel can or anything like that, and you're not getting the waste of food that you would normally associate with that type of product. Also, you haven't got the danger of storing those cans. You know, you imagine storing gel cans in a room in a hotel or anything like that. We've taken all that away. And at the end of the day, the caterer can just take the dish away, take this away, and now he's got a completely clean counter to use for something else.
We're importing units that are complete back in 2007, but we started manufacturing our own suites. We found a demand to build our units into a suite in 2007. So in 2008, we set up the factory and started actually manufacturing ourselves down in Kent. So the units like this, we make everything apart from the electronics that goes inside, and we buy the electronics in from various companies in Germany, Switzerland and the Far East, depending on the specification of the customer.
Can you tell us a bit about this unit?
This one here we actually made as an exhibition piece, so it's suited in with an Adande fridge. The Adande fridge is the most efficient refrigerator on the market, so we figured that with induction, which is the most efficient form of cooking, would make a nice pair to go together. So it was made just as an exhibition piece, but it's a standard sort of 4-ring lamp. We've made loads of these with legs and an undershelf as a 4-burner stove for restaurants and hotels.
Why do you think that perhaps induction has been a little slow to catch on in the UK?
Variety of reasons. A lot of chefs, they do their job very well and know exactly how to do it. If they've always done it on gas, or on a gas solid top or open burners, if they carry on doing that, it's always going to work. Going to something different, it might not work. They might not get the results they expect. So they might take that step backwards to take 2 or 3 forwards.
What do you think the future holds for induction?
I think it will fly eventually. It's renewable energies generally come in the form of electricity. So whether you're using wind or waves or solar, you then generate electricity with it. If you've got electricity, you need an electrical appliance to make it work. Induction is the most efficient electrical method of heating a pan up. So it will happen.